We told you last week about Billie Eilish's super busy schedule. So now I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt that she does not have the time to deal with some online nonsense like this. What is up, you guys? It's Susan Morad here with Clevver News, and Billie Eilish is facing backlash on Twitter from people who are upset that she's a 17-year-old. Billie, who has said in the past that she hates doing press, was recently on Jimmy Kimmel's late-night talk show, Jimmy Kimmel Live. While she was there to discuss her new music, she also talked about still living in her childhood home and her upcoming 18th birthday. And while they were on the topic of Billie's age, Jimmy wanted to play a little game that would test her knowledge of the year that he turned 17, 1984. Essentially, Jimmy would say something that was popular that year, and Billie would say if she was familiar with it.
So the point I'm trying to make is you're younger than I am. Yeah.
Okay, so it's not really a game, more so just a 52-year-old man pointing out that a 17-year-old girl has a different knowledge of pop culture than he does. But it was innocent enough. Billie said she knows who Madonna and Cyndi Lauper are, but she also admitted to not knowing a lot of the other famous musicians he brought up.
Have you ever played with a Cabbage Patch Kid?
A Cabbage Patch Kid?
Yeah. In 1984, you'd have to go
like a Sour Patch Kid?
But there was one answer in particular that for some reason got the whole internet talking and subsequently trolling.
Can you name a Van Halen?
Who?
I'm gonna start crying.
Okay, guys, I get why people might be upset if Billie said she'd never heard of someone like Madonna or Michael Jackson, but Van Halen? And you could tell that Billie was maybe a little bit uncomfortable with the whole so-called game as well.
You're making me look so dumb.
It's not a matter of being dumb. If you ask me questions about 1943, I probably wouldn't know the answers either.
Well, great.
Definitely not dumb, maybe just not born in 1984. I certainly don't blame Billie for not knowing who Van Halen is. In case you don't know, they were a hair metal / hard rock band from the 1970s. And you know what? Go give this video a thumbs up if you couldn't name one of their songs. I'm gonna give it a thumbs up too, because I certainly can't think of one without hitting a Google search first. But maybe you have heard a song or two from them, like Hot for Teacher or Jump. Jimmy tried to reason with Billie and give her a valid excuse for not knowing some of the 1984's pop culture moments that he knew, but people took the Van Halen clip out of context and ran with it. And some people were actually mad at Billie for things that are totally out of her control. Like this guy who said, yeah, it was a long ago, different time when musician stars were considered people who could actually play instruments and sing songs without a production team writing for them like Billie Eilish. To which I say, wow, you clearly know nothing about Billie. She and her brother Phineas write all their own lyrics and create all the beats, so... But as much as some people were trashing on Billie, there were plenty more that were coming to her defense. Like this person who said, I'm 30 and I don't know what Van Halen is. And this person who said, let's all laugh at the American Music Award winning, Grammy-nominated 17-year-old. And of course, there was a plethora of just, okay boomer comments. Someone took it a step further and blamed Jimmy for putting Billie in this situation in the first place. They said, why are older men literally obsessed with making young girls look stupid? Truthfully, I couldn't care less that Billie doesn't know who Van Halen is, but the internet certainly did. There were so many people on both sides of the argument that Van Halen was the #1 trending topic for a while on Twitter. And let me tell you, that's probably the first time they've trended really ever, or a really, really long time. So Van Halen should be thanking Billie Eilish on this one. Someone else brought up a very good point. Some troll said, Van Halen doesn't know who Billie Eilish is. And someone replied, the insinuation that a group of professional musicians with multiple children aren't aware of a current popular artist with multiple #1s is way dumber than not knowing a hair metal band from 1,000 years ago. Look, I know awards aren't everything, but during the time of Billie's popularity, she's already won more American music awards than Van Halen ever did. She's nominated for more Grammys than Van Halen ever was. They won 1 Grammy for Best Hard Rock Performance in 1992. And this year, Billie is nominated for 6, including Best New Artist and Album of the Year. And she's not even done yet. She recently announced that her new music video for Zanny will be out on Thursday. But we're not here to pit two musical acts against each other. It's not Billie versus Van Halen here. It's Billie versus some boomers. And the famous musician with multiple award nominations and a groundbreaking debut album is going to win 10 out of 10 times. But right now, you guys, what do you think of all of this? Do you know who Van Halen is? Drop a little spider emoji in the comment section if you had no idea who they were, and also put a guitar emoji if you were familiar with them before all of this. While you're down there leaving comments, you guys, it is also time to hit that subscribe button if you haven't before, and also hit the bell to be notified the second we post a new Clevver News update. After that, you can catch up on all the news you missed right over here. I'm Susan Morad. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you later because you subscribed. Bye, guys.